What's up, everybody? Felicia, how you doing?
Doing good. How you?
I'm doing good. It's busy week, but we are here, Sports in the Bay Live. Felicia and Eddrick, you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. That intro is fire. I got to admit, that's a fire
That
intro.
intro. Every time I'm like, mm,
That
uh,
is nice. That is fire.
yeah, good
Whew.
job.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Felicia, how are you? How was your week? Hot?
Hot, a lot cooler in my new place than the other city I used to live in. But yeah, I just had kind of rough today. My sister found my bird going on to birdie heaven. So Mango is no longer with us. So I won't hear any songs. I won't hear the, what did he would do not the Eddie Griffith. What's the with Opie? What's that show?
Oh,
Andy
Andy
Griffith.
Griffith.
Yeah, he used to sing the Andy Griffith song,
Wow.
and he would bark
Wow.
like a dog. He was a smart bird, very smart.
And you
So
say
I
you
don't
had him
think I'm gonna
7 years?
get another one.
You say you had him 7 years?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
about 12, but they last cockatiels last a long time because my original cockatiel lived to I think 23. Yeah,
Hmm.
so
Shout out to Mango. May Mango rest in
shout
peace.
out Mango.
Yeah, you gonna be all right?
I guess he was. He killed my mama bird.
I had the same thought. I had the same thought. I didn't know if I could go there.
Man,
I didn't know if I could go
man.
there. But
No, it's cool. My niece texted me. She was like, he killed my mama bird. No, my cousin Dina did. I was rolling. She was like, oh, poor Birdie. And Birdie having tweet or something like that. And I fell out.
man,
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Because I got enough with these two dogs. So
that was the
it's
first thing
okay.
I thought of when you told me was
Hmm.
shout out to Martin. Yeah, you, shout out to Martin.
She done killed my mama bird. Oh,
Hilarious.
and the way Chrissy told me, she was like, "Oh, I forgot, got not so good news, got some bad news." And I'm thinking it's a human thing, right? And I'm like, "What?" And she looks over at the cage like this. Mango died. I'm like, "What?" No, no, I didn't go there.
Exactly, exactly.
Nah, I
Well,
wasn't
good thing you
doing
don't have a cat, right? If you had a cat,
that.
all right, I ain't
It's
going there. All right, we getting a little too crazy right now. It's the end of the
ooh,
week loopiness. I think that's
and
where
we
we are.
loop de loops. Yeah.
Yes, 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 yes. So
Mm.
let's see. World of sports. Let's start with the global event right now, the Olympics.
Mhm.
Um there's a lot to see. If you have YouTube TV or some other cable service, you can pretty much tape and watch or record everything. So it's kind of hard to get your arms around all the events. But
Yeah.
the big one, obviously, the glamour event every Olympics for women and men for somewhat is the gymnastics, and we have the goat, Simone
Of
Biles.
everything.
Wow, what a comeback story, huh?
Wow. I mean, to go through that depression that she went through 4 years ago, and people were saying she was a quitter, and it's just amazing how God, you tell God you want to make God laugh, you tell him your plans, and within that time, she got back in shape. She got hungry. She got married. So much happened for her from then until now. And even with Suni, with the kidney problems, and it's just awesome to see all of the girls just flourish and just be what the F around and find out girls,
Yeah.
golden girls, so to speak. So good for her.
Yeah,
Good
and
for her.
she's comfortable because one thing I liked is that she spoke out about, every Olympics there seemed to be this cultural issue about the Olympic gymnast hair. There's this whole thing about hair. She's like,
Oh,
look,
let's talk about it.
yeah, she's like, nah, just get off that. This is how it is, and this is how it's going to be. So What's your take on people trying to hate on the
We
fact
can
that
talk. Let's talk about it.
go for it. You share. You
They
go.
now what I find interesting before Simone, there was Gabby Douglas. Before Gabby Douglas, it was Dominique Dawes, and then I forgot it was another one before then. Back then in those days, we weren't talking about their hair. We were just happy that it was a black gymnast in the Olympics.
Right.
And now we've gotten in this era of your edges got to be laid and flat, and people walking around with bonnets on so their edges will stay down and their hair will be coiffed perfectly. This girl is sweating. If she was bald headed, no one should care because she is competing for her country, and you're worried about looking at her kitchen. This is ridiculous. Like, she was like, you need to focus on something else instead of focusing on my hair. I probably wouldn't give a hoot either.
Right.
But she married though and got a good looking husband. What you got?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
you so busy talking about her hair and that her body looks like a child and what? I've just heard so much stuff about her. God bless her. I wouldn't even be on social media because I'll be fighting with people every day. I'm the wrong one. I'm glad God knew who to give it to, because I would be like, hey, and your mama and your whole generation, like we used to do when we were kids. Forget your mama, your daddy, and your whole generation. Your whole
Exactly.
generation.
It
But it's
reminds me,
just,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead. I was gonna
No,
say it
no, I said,
reminds me a little bit of when and not it's not exactly the same, but you remember when Allen Iverson started wearing the cornrows and
mm,
he got hate from our people saying, why you wearing your hair like that and you need to whatever and comb it out and all this and that. It's just, we are so fixated on hair sometimes as a people. I think
mm-hmm.
because it's versatile. We're very versatile with our hair, obviously.
Very versatile.
And that goes
And which
for
is
the
a
brothers
beautiful
too.
thing.
Exactly, exactly. But I remember when Allen Iverson was started rocking the cornrows and people was going. I mean, a
Mm-hmm.
lot of the columnists and I even think probably I ain't gonna say his name, the one
Jimmy,
that always
well, I'll tell you, good baby. What's his name? He's
Jimmy
sick
V.
now. He's sick now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people were
I
saying
didn't
he's a
like it.
thug.
I didn't like it at the time
Yeah. So
because
we
he
are
was thuggish.
exactly. So our athletes, wear your hair you way you want to wear your hair. Jimmy Butler don't care about about his hair.
Yeah,
Now
he
he didn't
got a
wear it during the
press.
game. Yeah. So but anyway, get back to Simone Biles in the Olympics
Mm-hmm.
to bounce back like she did and to do it on that stage, the world stage, where everybody's and you're talking hundreds
Pressure,
of a
man.
point, thousandth of a point between you and the next person.
They was
Uh
doing like this
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
with the
I'm
sister from Brazil too. She was really good. And then what made well, when Simone does that floor exercise, it's like she has wings. I mean, she just bounces and just goes. It's like she's flying. And that makes it look more powerful, more intriguing when you see her dancing. It looks just, you know,
yeah, yeah, and
it's great.
that's dangerous. Gymnastics is not safe. It's not. That is a
No,
dangerous sport.
no, not at all. It's not safe at all.
No, no. Another cultural moment when they were dancing with Snoop. I don't know if you saw that one.
They were
Uh,
like looking at her like,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Shout out to Snoop, boy. Snoop is
Oh
all
my.
over the Olympics.
Let me tell you, they remember what he did last Olympics, and they made sure, when he and Kevin Hart were doing it, they made sure, no, we're gonna lock him down this time. He's the people's champion. Snoop is for the kids.
He's
What
America.
they say, Wu Tang is for the kids,
Oh
Snoop is for the
yeah,
kids, Snoop is for
yeah.
everybody.
But he is to
A
go
marketing,
from you know to go from where he started in terms of hip hop and that whole era with with Dr. Dre and all of that
excuse me,
to he's
court
probably
cases.
he's probably you can make an argument that he is the most American icon, definitely top 5 of visible American living icons right now globally. I mean, you show I hate to say
Rap
it.
icon, definitely rap
Yeah, I
one.
mean international ambassador. I mean, he
Yeah, he's
actually
above Jay-Z. He's
he
above
Jay-Z never ran with the Olympic torch.
never, nor did LL.
You know, that's a very distinctive privilege to
Muhammad
actually
Ali
hold.
ran with the torch.
Right. Right.
Okay.
So to put him in that category of global branded cultural icon is just a testament to hip hop, to where hip hop is now. I mean, we always knew it, it's mainstream. And he has his lane. He's funny, he's humorous.
Hmm.
Um and people watch and
And
people are
he's
interested.
quick. And he's
He's quick.
quick. He's so quick. I don't know how he does it. Then he sits down with Mike Tirico, and Mike Tirico's just smiling. And, he's just so smooth. He's got, I know I want that pen of him, though, where he's blowing
Oh yeah,
rings
the
and there's
Olympic rings.
Olympic
Yeah.
colors. Oh,
Right.
I Googled trying to find it. Yeah, yeah,
Nah,
not
forget it.
available.
Forget it.
Not available.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. But yeah, shout out, yeah, Snoop and is just he's just that dude right now. So
Well,
yeah, so Simone Biles, congratulations. They
congrats,
still
young
have some more.
lady.
She still has a chance for some more medals, so it's not over. 'Cause
Man,
I
and
think
the
the team.
swimmer is, and shout out to the Katie Ledecky too.
Yeah, yeah,
She got medals as well. I was so
yeah.
proud to see those brown girls on that podium, though. Two Americans and one Brazilian. I was like, yeah, yeah,
Did you
I
did you
like
see that
that.
picture? They did a flashback picture of Katie Ledecky in the box
I
with
fell
Michael
out.
Jordan.
I
Did you see
fell
that?
out doing
Wow.
peekaboo.
Yeah,
I was like, I said, ooh, Katie got money.
something.
Somebody in her family got money. She kicking it
Sit,
like that
sitting right in front of
with
Michael Jordan.
Big old Michael Jordan. And she was so unaffected, just eating her popcorn.
Oh,
I would
didn't phase her at all. Didn't phase her at all. But
didn't phase her at all. She couldn't have been more than what, 5 or
if
4?
that, if that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, but the
Mm-hmm.
Olympics are there's some intriguing sports. One of the sports I was watching that I found very interesting is handball.
Okay, I
Um,
thought you were gonna say badminton because I'm blown away by badminton. But
badminton.
yeah,
Now, if I told you I played badminton in high school, would you believe me?
I would.
I did.
I would. Cause
Tallest cat on the
that's
team too.
okay. Enough said.
Richmond High Oilers. Richmond High played badminton. We played. I remember we played Head Royce private school up in Oakland. So, but
Wait a minute, E. Like it was that serious? I thought you were gonna
oh
say you played at school, just
no,
period.
I was on the
But you were
team.
on a team.
I was on the team. I played badminton in high school.
You
I
go
kid you
ahead.
not.
You
I
go
kid you
ahead.
not. And
I
it was a
know
lot
that's
of
right.
fun. A lot of fun. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's
badminton is
great.
it's a quick sport. Doubles, I don't know how they do it with doubles. It's almost no room to hit
It scares me.
the
That
the
thing was
shuttlecock.
gone.
The shuttlecock, that's what it's called. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, the thing that you said back in the day, it actually had real feathers, but now it's all plastic, whatever. But
Yeah, it sure
badminton
did.
is a great sport, but handball is I would like to try to play. I mean, at my I'm retired now. It seems like in some of my sports endeavors, but I'm wondering why handball hasn't caught on because it's a mixture of basketball. It's got a soccer goal. It's
Mm-hmm.
strategy. It's got blocking. I mean, it's a wonderful sport when you watch it on TV and the plays and the way you can travel. I mean, uh, I just wonder why it hasn't caught on over. The rest of the world is killing it in handball, but
It's
it's just
huge in Europe.
yeah, but
It's
not over
huge.
here. And you can play it inside, outside. But I thought it was
I
really good.
watched. I haven't
Yeah.
watched it. So when they start off, would they kick it on the foot, or do
No,
they
no, no, no.
start
They
with their
just
hands?
yeah. I don't know if it's the home team gets it or but it's cool when they start the game because they come out and the referee gives the ball to one of the players. You know, like an NBA where they give the ball, then they gotta feel it and see what it's
Inbounds.
like. Well, that's what they do. Every player gets a touch of the ball. They throw it around, let both teams. They just throw it from person to person, regardless of the team, let them get a feel for it. But it's fast, it's quick, it's exciting. France won it last time. The French women, I think they're up. I think they did win their last game. But
Okay.
if you get a chance, watch handball. It was good. It was really good to watch.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So much stuff. I
definitely.
can't keep up. It's so many Olympic sports.
It's so much
Uh,
stuff coming on. Like, okay, they're swimming again. Okay, now judo had Chrissy and I were falling out over judo. We were cracking up because she's making me laugh because she's laughing at how the ladies were falling over, and and the pole sister from I forgot what African country she was getting towed up. I mean, the woman just poof, put her down. I was like, it's over.
oh yeah, it could go quick. It can go
Yeah,
quick. I
yeah,
think I think a sister won the fencing gold for the
she
first
did.
time. Let me
She
pull her
did.
up. Yeah. Is it Lee Kiefer?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's Lee Kiefer.
Scruggs. Last
Scruggs,
name
Lauren
Scruggs.
Scruggs. That's right, Lauren
Key,
Scruggs.
but yeah, yeah, Scruggs.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
she was makes history as Olympic Americans wins fencing gold. 21 years old. 21
Wow.
years old.
Hey,
First Black American to win an individual Olympic fencing medal. Um, so just goes to show, give people an
mm,
opportunity, or the people have an opportunity to play certain sports, they're going to excel. That's just how it is.
hmm.
And
I have a
but
friend
yeah,
whose granddaughter got a medal. I didn't get her name, but she got a medal in swimming, and
nice,
she's African American.
nice,
Hmm.
nice. So other Olympic news, obviously, Team USA. Let's start with the men. They're taking care of business. Uh, Steve Kerr is doing Steve Kerr things, which is
Doing her things.
crazy lineups.
Kerfuffle, kerfuffle.
Who people don't know who's starting from day to day. They don't know who's
Hmm.
playing. You have Joel
Take.
Embiid who
Hmm.
sat a whole game. You had Jason Tatum sat a whole game. You know, and let's talk
It's
about
gonna
the elephant
cause
in the room.
division.
Let's talk the elephant in the room.
Yeah, let's
Steph
talk. Go
Curry.
ahead.
Steph Curry should not be in the starting lineup right now. He's not playing well, and he's well, we talked about it before. He's a liability on the defensive end, and they are eating him up like cake on that side of the floor.
Ooh.
Um, and it's noticeable. They pick on him.
Hmm.
Um, but he's starting and he's getting a lot of minutes. I mean, he's still Steph Curry, but there was a sequence, and if you watch the Team USA game against South Sudan the other day, late in the game, it almost was like he was trying to catch up and get some points to get, he was.
Well, so you can
I think it
start
was
getting
two or three
hot
possessions in
hand
a
or.
row. Two or three possessions in a row. He came down, really didn't look to pass. A couple of turnovers, and he was storing up wild shots, and
Hmm.
he just doesn't seem comfortable. And you can tell when Curry gets frustrated. If you watch the Warriors enough, you've seen it. When he starts getting frustrated and, all this, when he starts doing that,
Hmm.
um, I was like, okay, is Kerr going to bench him? Because I mean, literally from watching it, and I'm not at practice, but from watching it from the outside, they play better when he's not on the floor. When that second
Hmm.
unit comes in, or when they bring in, because they didn't even start Drew Holiday the other day. He started Jason Tatum, I think, the other day. But when they bring in Anthony Edwards and Anthony Davis, that second unit,
Hmm.
Derek Anderson, he's
Young
killing it too,
legs. Young
killing it,
legs.
killing. KD was vintage KD.
Hmm.
LeBron's been LeBron, but I hate to say it, the weak link has been Steph, and maybe we needed Steph 4 years ago. I don't know if he was. I don't know why he didn't play a few years ago. Maybe he was hurt. I don't know, but he's not looking too good out there, and I think Kerr might. I don't know if he's going to bring him off the bench. That would be a shock, but he needs to be on the bench. He
Steph
just does.
tends to get cold sometimes. Remember when they said that when the playoffs come, he would choke. And this is
Yeah,
his first Olympics, and
yeah,
he's got some rust on him. And prior to getting here, he said that he was comfortable with the new 3 point line, adjusting to the 3 point line that's
right.
different than, the 3 point line in America. And he shrugged it off and made it seem like, yeah, I've been practicing on that. So I know what to expect. I won't be surprised by it. but it seems like he is surprised by it.
Yeah,
He's
let me pull
looking
up the
like a
stats.
tarnished Steph Curry. He looks like a Steph Curry who has gotten older and don't have nothing in the tank anymore. That's what he looks
Right,
like.
right, right. Let
Hmm.
me see if I can pull up the stats. So they, I mean, they're winning. They beat South Sudan. They beat Germany.
Hmm.
Well, I'm sorry, South Sudan and Serbia.
Hmm.
They have Puerto Rico tomorrow morning, 8:15 tomorrow morning. But
I
let me
cannot
just pull up
keep
the
up with
box score.
the
I just
live
set my
stuff.
YouTube. If you have YouTube TV, I just set it to record all the basketball, and then I just go
Yeah, I
back.
did do it that way. I
Hmm
did. I did.
So, so Steph's last game against South Sudan, he was 1 of 9 field goals,
Hmm.
and he had how many points did he have? Where's the point total? Anyway, he only had one. He was 1 of 9 field. He only made one field goal. He shot 11%. He played 21
Oh,
minutes. 21 minutes, and he only made one shot, and he went 101 from the line, 0 of 6 from three in 21 minutes. So that
wow.
can't continue as because the teams are going to start getting better. In that next round,
Thank you.
they're going to be better, and so I think Kerr might have to bench him. I hate to
You
say
got
that.
to do what you got to do.
I think he's gonna have to bench him because
Do what you got to
that's
do.
yeah. He had 1 rebound. He had 4 assists, but 21 minutes. He played the second most minutes, third most minutes of the game behind
Oh,
Devin Booker and
no,
Kevin Durant.
no, no.
Yeah, one shot,
We
one
love
shot.
Steph, but no,
Yeah, that's gonna have to change. So, but you never know who Kerr's gonna start. So we'll see.
no,
Is he
you
gonna
don't.
is he gonna start him or
The-
not? But they got the W's.
LeBron's been LeBron, and
LeBron's been LeBron and
so
KD's been KD and I tell you the cat that's I'm really impressed with. That's Bam Adebayo. Um,
right, because he
Bam
gets
has been
injured a lot,
ball.
and he's healthy.
He's been ball. I didn't realize how versatile he is because he can bring it up the floor. He's a big man. He can shoot the three. He can initiate. Got some handle. He's
Hmm.
very versatile as a big man. Can D you up, shot blocker. So yeah, Bam Adebayo is killing it right now.
Shout out to him because we don't get to see him much because they're on the East Coast.
Right,
So
right,
now we get to really see what his game is like,
exactly. So
and
he's
we
fitting in
get
nicely.
yeah we get why now he gets the big money. I mean and he's got his coach there, Spolstra,
Right, right.
and LeBron's got Ty Lue,
Yep.
his old coach. So
Hmm
it seems like everybody should be happy, but I know Tatum is like, this is some bull.
You imagine
Shaboya.
you coming off an NBA championship, you get the largest contract in the history of the NBA. An argument could be made that it could have been co MVP, could have been. I mean, Jason
Hmm.
Brown, Jalen Brown got it. That's cool, but it could have been.
Hmm.
I mean, he was in a conversation, and you get a DNP coach's decision in the Olympics.
Ooh.
In the Olympics,
Is that his first? This is his first Olympics, right?
I don't know. I think so. I think so.
I think so
Yeah, because I
too.
don't think he was at that stat. I don't know. I don't remember the last team too much. It could be, but
There was the Redeem team, and then there was
yeah,
probably
the
two more teams after that.
yeah, it was kind of weird. But wow, yeah, I'm on the bench. Me and and Halliburton. He not getting much. He got some run though. He got some run yesterday at the last game, but
Because he's nice.
he can play. He can
Just
play.
I wouldn't have chosen him at Anthony Edwards. I would.
He should start. I
Just
mean, he should be in the starting lineup. Period.
yes, he should.
With no question that I don't know if Kerr started in the last game. I'm trying to remember the last starting roster, but at this point, yeah, Steph shouldn't be starting. He shouldn't be starting right now.
Yeah, he looking like a shadow of himself. I was
Yeah,
looking up at the television and they were showing highlights of him making trick baskets. I'm like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I want to be okay. He making them there. Let's make them in the game,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
shimmying and twerking and
Now,
which
I
is
mean, he is
crazy.
Steph. I mean, he could come out and go, 9 for 11 from the three. I mean, he's capable. But
Hmm.
I just on that defensive end, they are in his,
Yeah,
you know
it's
what,
not.
and
He's not
he
like
just
his brother.
no,
His
no,
brother, yeah, it's
yeah, eating him
very
up
good
because they
at defense.
pick and roll. They get that big guard on him, and the three they get him on him, and it's either he can't keep up or they back him down, and it's a wrap. So they're gonna have to make some adjustments with Steph. The women, they're doing their business. They had a really, really good game against Germany. They also let's see who did they beat? They beat Germany. I'm sorry, they played Germany Sunday. They beat Japan and they beat Belgium. The Belgium game was close for a while and then they pulled away. Asia Wilson's killing it as usual. And Brianna
Yeah,
Stewart,
she is it Asia or Aja? I don't know.
Aja,
It's, I
Aja.
think
Maybe
it's
it's Aja.
Asia. I
I
think
may be
it's
pronouncing
Asia.
it incorrect.
I think you're
Um,
saying it
but
right.
Brianna Stewart is to me, she played like Larry Bird, and I mean that in the highest of
Mm-hmm.
compliment. She is a killer.
Mm,
Got to see
mm,
her play
mm.
a few years back. We went to a WNBA game
Oh,
with my
really?
daughters. But yeah, she is.
Where did you
What
go
is,
to a WNB
we
game
went
at?
to. We saw the Seattle. I think she was with Seattle. Wasn't she with Seattle? I think before. I think that was her years ago. It had to be her.
Hmm.
Pretty sure. But anyway, we saw the Seattle team versus New York up in Seattle. We were visiting up in Seattle and let's say, hey, let's
Okay.
go to the game. That's when they were playing on the
Wow.
campus of their arena wasn't ready yet, so they were playing on the campus of University of Washington.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but yeah, let me
Oh,
pull
the
up
University of Washington.
yeah,
Okay.
let me pull up her numbers from the last game. That was against Belgium. Where's the box score? There it is. Yeah, she was amazing. Box score. There it is. She had. Wait. All right. I want to see USA, not Belgium. There she is. Yeah, she had 26 points. 8 of 14 from the field,
Ooh.
7 of 10 from two. She had 1 3, and she was 9 of 10 from the line. And she was playing D. Asia Wilson had 23. So they pretty much led nobody else was in double figures. Nobody else was in double figures. So
Wow.
they need a little more balance. Donna Taurasi, goose egg,
Huh.
no points.
Are you
You remember
kidding?
there was controversy about her that should she be
That
on
she
there.
probably shouldn't be on. Mm-hmm.
No points. Took 3 shots. No points. Only played 14
Get
minutes.
out of here, Eddrick.
No points. So yeah, yeah. Kelsey Plum only had 2 points. Um, so yeah, between
Really?
Brianna Stewart and Asia Wilson, if they didn't have them two, they might be in trouble.
So help me with something. Is this isn't the WNBA season still going on right now?
It's on. Yeah, they go on hiatus, so they take a pause
Okay.
because the Olympics
Okay.
always come in the middle of their season, so they take a break. So
Okay.
they won't
Okay.
play until after the Olympics are over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. Until after the Olympics is over. So yeah,
Hmm.
you didn't see what's her
What?
name in that bikini? I did.
Who?
Young lady.
Brittany Griner?
No, 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 no. Bayou Barbie.
Oh
Angel
yeah.
Reese.
Oh yeah. Body yaddy. Yeah.
Yeah, she was everywhere in France. She was all over the place. But
She
yeah,
was
she could be on this team. I mean,
living her best life.
yeah. But there's some players we know that probably could have been on this team. But yeah, and Donna Rossi, Hall of Famer. I'm not, hey, she's
Shh.
earned
Okay.
her place in basketball history, but she is
She
definitely
didn't.
not contributing right now to
Mm-mm.
this team.
And
So
how
she was on
many Olympics teams has she been on? She looking like Steph.
yeah, 5, 4, 5, something like that. Um, she was the only player on the team with a minus. She had a -4, so everybody
Okay.
else was plus or zero. She was a
Mm-hmm.
-4. So that's just the critics will come out and say that we told you, she shouldn't be on there, but oh well,
She
oh
should be
well,
on there.
oh well, oh well.
And shout
But it
out to
is what it is.
Shakari Richardson too. I'm seeing now. I think she won something earlier.
She won her heat, her 100-meter heat.
Yeah,
Yeah, the other glamour events coming up to track and field. So
man, I can't. That's what gets me hollering. I like the track and field.
yeah,
And I think
yeah,
that's a lot of our favorite because we like to see an underdog like Shakari, you know,
exactly,
get her
exactly.
just due. She's
Um,
grown up.
she
She's grown
has,
up since the
and
last,
but
yeah.
just like and again, just like Simone Biles, it's a redemption story. We love
Mm,
redemption stories. You
mm-hmm,
persevere, you overcome, you come back.
mm-hmm.
We don't all the
America loves
cliches.
that. The world loves it. Yeah.
Because she was a
Ooh,
pariah. Remember back in the day when she was kind of people were
ooh.
hate. They were hating on
They
her.
were hating on that baby. Like
Right.
almost like they were hating on Angel Reese. They're
Yep.
picking on her.
Yep.
Let me say
Yep.
this about Simone. I cracked up when she tweeted, I like my black job or something like that. I was like, girl,
She's got
get
a
them.
sense of humor. She's got a
Get
sense of
them.
humor.
Can you imagine having all that pressure, remembering to say something like that while you out? You got to do three. You got to do the horse. You got to do the bars. You got to do your floor exercise.
Right.
I just, my brain. But I guess you just, adapt, improvise, and overcome. You do it so long, you can do it in your sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, there are elite athletes. I mean, I don't think, there's no higher level of athletics for that
Mm-mm.
sport. The best
Mm-hmm.
of the best of the best. So you got to be on your game. But you're right to overcome the mental part of it as well. um, to get back into where she is, and to be excellent. I mean, not only is she back, but she's winning. It's not just the story of she got back to compete. Now she's actually winning.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. She's like, move aside, scrubs. Here I
Yep.
go. I'm back.
Yep.
What
Now
the what?
let's see, because I mean she does pretty well, I think, endorsement
Mm.
wise. But let's see if she
Mm-hmm.
goes to that next level of endorsements now, and what type of opportunities is she going to get
Yeah.
as a spokesperson.
Well, did you hear about the sister, the shot put person, and she's in grad school at Vanderbilt and couldn't
No.
pay her rent and happened to say something to Flavor Flav about it. She
Oh,
wasn't
I saw
asking
the
for money
headline.
anyway. Yeah, and then Flavor Flav tweeted it, and then Serena's husband sent it. He was like, "Count me in," and then he tweeted to 10 million people. She paid through the end of the year on her rent,
Wow.
and she was just like, we're competing for the world. I mean, for our country, and yet these football players don't. They're not doing anything half as honorable as we're doing, and they got NIL contracts.
Right.
And she's absolutely right.
Yeah.
She's absolutely, and I'm so happy that she tweeted and said something about it because Flavor Flav, and that's another one who's been a ambassador.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was with Jill Biden at the when they were swimming, and say what you will about Flavor Flav. Low key, he's a Renaissance man too because he's pretty good uh, piano player.
Very talented piano player.
Hmm.
Very talented.
Yeah. I,
Probably has
I,
one of my favorite PE songs. Well, a couple of them. 911 is a joke, which is my
oh, you
favorite.
you already know him. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite PE songs. But yeah, he's that. Well, again, hip hop. Here we go. Hip hop is the dominant middle American culture now. And
Who would have thunk? I can't even look at the TV without. You can get with this, so you can get with that.
oh, right, right,
Or
right.
what's the newest one? And I was like, no, they didn't.
That's a few of them.
So,
That's a few of them.
every commercial.
But just think, Flavor Flav is Mr. America over there. But then you go back and play a song like "Can't Trust It." Uh, you know,
Fight the
uh,
power.
Fight the Power, all of those songs, yeah. So America is
Mm-hmm.
it's changes in the air. It's not your. But they say it's not your grandfather's America anymore.
Whew,
That's for sure. That's for
whew,
sure. Um, you want to
that's
dive
sad.
into that controversial subject? Yes, no. Let's
Yeah, it's
go.
not
Well, let's go.
fair.
What do you think?
I thought it wasn't fair, but then you told me that
Yeah.
she
So
is indeed a woman.
yeah. So there was a lot of controversy over an Algerian fighter named Iman Khalif. Um,
Mm-hmm.
she had a fight with I forget where the young lady was from, Taiwan, and the young lady took one punch to the face and said, "Oh no, 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 no! I'm not doing this." Um, it went out all over the world that she was transgender. A lot of people really came out of the woodworks and condemning the IOCC.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, let me back up. How is Jake Paul part of the boxing contingent or some kind of boxing? He's got some role with the Olympic Committee or something.
You gotta be
Um,
kidding me.
because no, because he came out and was upset about it. Then he had to retract because it turns out, according to the IOCC, that she is in fact a woman and is not trans.
Got some
So
extra testosterone.
that came out, and I am definitely not a doctor, a medical person. That's their business. I'm not into that part of it. But
Mm-hmm.
how how did it get to such a level of controversy, and how did it how did the story just flip overnight? Because people were going in
Going
on
crazy.
this situation, and I mean,
And
it
how
is
did
an
it?
issue.
And why would you okay that?
Right, right.
I mean,
It's an issue.
people,
It is an issue in
it
sports in
is an
general.
issue.
It's an issue.
Yeah,
It is, and
because everyone isn't born the same. You are going to have people.
right,
I mean, what do you do with that shit? You can't put her against a man.
right,
So
right.
how do you deal with that if she has more testosterone than the average woman?
Yeah, it comes down to what's fair, and
Mm-hmm.
not what's politically whatever, not what's uh you can't you know you can't engineer outcomes, that kind of thing, but just how do
Well
you
said.
what's fair, what is fair? And I don't know. I have no idea.
Right.
But I did think of something, and you correct me if I'm wrong. um it does always seem to be a more masculine oriented woman in a sport against biological women, but you don't see the other way.
Mm-mm.
It's,
You
it's
sure
rare if you
don't.
do. You don't see it the other way. You know, I've seen, and this definitely was not trans or anything like that, but I've seen young women like kickers on football on teams and playing football. I've seen, young girls out there and young women out there balling on the football field, and it is what it is,
Mm-hmm.
right? There's no,
Mm-hmm.
but you just don't see it the other way. But I I don't know. Again, I don't know what the answer is, but it's just society is in a situation where these are questions. These are
You can't
questions.
discriminate. I mean, what do you do? I guess
No,
it's not for us to worry about. It's not our problem. They need to
right?
figure that out.
Yeah, I think there's probably going to be some, I don't know, sports
That's
committee
tough.
or something. Yeah, to
That's
try to
tough.
oversee what do you do, because yeah, it's a challenge. It's
I mean, that poor young lady, she was fighting for her late father, in honor of her late father. And she said she had never felt no hit like that. That first hit, she was like, "Oh, I can't do this. I'm
yeah.
out, dog.
I'm out. I'm
I'm
out.
out." So
I'm
that
out
girl
before
can
I'm
hit.
out, right? I mean, not to joke about it,
Well,
but
I'm
I'm
out
out
before I'm out, right?
before I'm out.
Before I pass out.
But
Yeah.
it opens the door to a lot of the ugliness from the conservative side, who
Mm.
are they're against anything that's so called different, in
Mm,
their eyes, which is
mm-hmm.
sickening. Um,
Sickening.
so they're all over it, but it's like, oh, surprise, you know.
All right.
Not to make light. I'm sure. I'm sorry. I'm not making light of
Surprise,
it, but it's like,
surprise,
yeah, it
surprise.
was like, man, it was like, oh, guess what, you know. But so yeah, so Olympics, they've got some work to do for the next one. We'll see how they handle this one. I don't know when she's scheduled to fight again because she did win, so that means she is going to fight again. I just don't know
Mm.
when.
No, those
But
will be. She'll get a lot of viewers
yeah,
because I'll be watching.
yeah. I didn't see the quote. I didn't. I just saw. I think Clarissa Shields had something to say about it, but I didn't see what she
Oh,
said, so I don't want to.
really? Ooh,
Yeah, I think she
Clarissa
had something to
Shields
say.
tore that girl up last week.
Beast, beast, beast.
You got knocked. You know the rest. The out.
Yeah. Do you watch
Woo!
85 South show?
I do.
Did you
I
see
do.
she
She was
she was
on.
on there? Yeah, she was on there about a month or so ago.
Ooh.
It's on if you
Oh, okay.
subscribe to
I'll
their
pull
app,
it up.
it's on there. And I do. I encourage
I
you if you
do
want to.
subscribe, but I guess
Yeah.
I subscribe to so many others as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I missed it. Yeah, that girl
Yeah.
big.
It's there though. But yeah, she's hilarious.
She can hit. She
Yeah.
is.
Oh yeah, she was very funny on there. And she was talking about this contest she wants to do where she's bringing in people who talk a lot of smack from all just and knocking them down one by one. So she wants to have a
Oh,
contest, have them all fight each other, and then she fights the winner, like almost like a Patrick Swayze
oh
kind of
my
thing. Uh,
goodness. Like a
yeah,
rollout
yeah,
situation.
exactly, exactly.
Oh,
But yeah, yeah, it was.
okay. I'm gonna look for that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
do
it
like
was
that
funny.
show.
It was funny.
And Gilbert's
Uh,
kind of growing on me now. I just still don't know about him, but he's a
you know what?
sexist.
You know what it is.
And now he's engaged to that girl.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Um,
Yeah,
on
she's
those podcasts now, you have to stand out, and the only way you stand out is to say a bunch of wild stuff, and that's what they're doing. They say some wild stuff, and
he
people
says some
react.
wild stuff.
That's right,
He
people
really
react.
does.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but he knows his basketball though. He's not. He knows what he's talking about. For the most
He
part.
does. He
Um,
does for the most part.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
just that man with the crown. Just please do something with him.
yeah. Sean McCants.
I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna say his name. Hmm.
Yeah, so the Olympics still got another week and a half or so, almost 2 weeks worth of Olympics. I think it's a week and a half, and then have. Oh, did you
Hmm.
watch the opening ceremony?
Yeah, I did. Oh,
Okay.
okay. I'm not gonna
Whew.
jump. Yeah, I did. Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed.
Okay.
Um, I wasn't
Yeah,
impressed.
real Moulin Rouge.
It was, yeah, yeah, it was a bit
Don't
much.
want to see. I'm not gonna say it.
Well,
I'll tell you offline.
I think the art. I mean, there was an artistic
Moulin
flair
Rouge.
to it. I get that. To me, it just
Mm.
wasn't interesting.
Yeah, they're on the
You
boats
can
and it's
be
raining.
whatever and be interesting. It just wasn't interesting to
You're
me.
right. And to me, I didn't see enough of the Americans.
No,
I
no,
It wasn't like it was before when they would walk into the arena and you'd see them waving, but it's
yeah.
raining and they've
They
got
tried to do something
yeah,
different with the boats on the Seine and all. There's
yeah,
fine, whatever you pronounce it, and
uh-uh.
it just was distant and
It was distant. Well
yeah,
said.
yeah,
It was
incoherent.
distant. Mm-hmm.
Just didn't for you would think Paris would have had something to knock everybody out the park,
What?
but nah,
Absolutely. Yeah,
nah.
it was blood to me. What was the only part that I liked? Only part I liked is when one girl, I think it was her, she put her father-in-law's ashes out in the water and she FaceTimed the family and then she did that. I
Yeah,
think that was the only thing that I thought was. Oh, and Celine Dion. I was happy to see her.
yeah.
Her
I
documentary on Amazon Prime. You need to see it.
oh, I haven't
It
seen it.
for that
Yeah.
woman to lose her voice like that. I mean, she goes into straight spasms. Like
Mm.
it's scary. She was talking 1 minute and then she just starts shaking and tears are rolling down her cheek and she can't move. So it's like she's mummified. very
Oh
rare
wow.
disease. So I
Wow.
was very surprised and very happy to
Yeah.
see her because, man, if you watch that, you're gonna be like, all due respect, because
Yeah. Because she's like, I mean, at one point in Vegas, she was it. I mean, she
she was
was.
a what? She was the original. She was the original Vegas girl for our generation.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
She
her.
was.
It was Gladys. Her and Gladys Knight. Remember Gladys Knight?
Oh yeah.
Gladys Knight was in, I guess she had to pay off her debts
Oh
for
yeah.
her soul food place. But she was doing the flamingo though. She did what she had to do and got
What
that
did
bread.
what did Randy
Tony
Moss say?
Braxton.
As Randy Moss said, straight cash, homie. Straight
Straight
cash.
cash, homie.
She
I
was
remember when he said it. Straight cash, homie.
Brakes truck full of cash. So but yeah, it's the Olympics. So if you are if you like sports and you like different sports and United States, you're only going to see it right now because we don't show any of this other stuff the rest of the years until the next one. So ain't no cycling.
We're in our own little,
We ain't
yeah.
watching that.
Ooh,
We don't even
them
watch track and
cyclists
field.
scrub. They were scrubbing. You're right. We don't. They were.
No.
I was laughing at that. Here
Oh
come
yeah.
another one around the corner. Bam.
Yeah.
Here come
I
another one.
like
Bam.
they had the off what is it? The mountain biking. That was exciting. The mountain
Oh,
biking was pretty good.
I
Yeah.
didn't know they have that. Dang.
Yeah.
I want
It's
to see
like,
the breakdance. They have breakdancing too, right?
I haven't yeah, they do.
Have
I
they
haven't
done it
seen it
yet?
yet. I don't know because I was trying to
I don't
find
think
it.
so.
I was looking for the icon on YouTube TV. I was probably some, guy in a breakdance pose, but I want to see it. So I don't know
Huh.
when it is. We'll have to look it up and see. But you're right.
Hmm. I would
You're
like to
right.
see that because I think it's the first time. I think it would be the
I think
first
so.
time.
I think so. Um,
Ooh, look at
the, the
Shikari.
the big rumor that came out yesterday or the day before is that in the closing ceremonies there may be an appearance by Tom Cruise and some
Well,
stunt
he
thing
was there. He's
because
there. He's there. They showed him.
something to do because the Olympics next time is going to be in LA
It sure
2028.
is. It sure
So there's
is.
something to do with that. So that's going to be bananas. Olympics in LA.
Since 1984, they haven't been back.
No. Mm-mm. And
That's a
Utah
big
got it in
star-studded situation.
2032. I think Salt Lake City got it again in the Winter Olympics of
Really? I guess
2032, I think.
they
They
never
got it
gonna have it
again.
out here, huh?
Probably not. They
They,
had Squaw Valley years ago, like 1960 or something like that. It was in Squaw Valley, which
what?
is long time ago, way long time
Ooh,
ago.
we were
The Winter
tots.
Olympics. We weren't
Yeah.
around then. We weren't even a glint in anyone's eye at that
That's what
point.
I was about to say. You wasn't happy as I,
Nope,
and yo,
nope,
happy as I.
nope. So, but yeah,
Wow.
enjoy the Olympics. It's really it's historic. It always is, and
It
it
is.
only comes around every 4 years. So,
Yeah. And I think
um,
that prime time tonight is Shikari, right?
yeah, that if you haven't
Tonight.
seen it, I won't say anything. But actually, it was early this morning because I'm usually up early,
Goodness.
so I watch it because I think and NBC and shout out to
Can't
them
keep up.
because you can see things on Peacock. All these channels you can watch it on, but they're not hiding it anymore. Because remember back in the
They're not
day,
hiding it. They would
you would
say,
have to
turn off your
wait.
TV.
Yeah, you would have to
Yeah.
wait. But
Or they
now,
would
because
say, we don't want to give the winner.
right. But now, if you're up, I mean, I'm an early riser anyway. So you're up anyway from 6 to 7 in the morning, or even overnight. You can pretty much
Mm-hmm.
watch anything, or just set it to record. But yeah, the women's 100 meters, the heats were today, so she ran today, this morning actually, our time. All
Yeah,
right,
it's nighttime out there.
exactly.
Let me see. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Yeah, it's like 1 o'clock.
A couple of things to get through. The NFL training camps. We'll get into that next time. There's not a whole lot going on right now, other than Niners still trying to sign. Where's Trent Williams? He's not in camp yet, which is
And
as a Niner
Ayuk
fan.
either, right?
Not Ayuk either. He left today, I think. Didn't go
Mm.
to. But I don't know if you watched it last night. The new NFL kickoff rule.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I want to show this quick little video,
So interesting.
just so that you can kind of. It's complicated. It is complicated.
It
But
is.
ESPN, shout out to them with their little infographic. I want to show this all credit to ESPN. Hopefully, we won't get any copyright issues, but I'm going to play it.
Have seen in the NFL. Teams kick off from the 35. The 10 players in the kicking team start at the opponent's 40. At least 9 receiving team players must be in the setup zone between their own 30 and 35. Play begins when the ball's touched or hits the ground in the end zone or landing zone, the area between the receiving team's goal line and the 20. Touchbacks that land in the end zone are brought out to the 30. Touchbacks that roll into the end zone from the landing zone are brought out to the 20. You got all that?
No,
Yeah.
I got all that.
Yeah.
They lost me halfway through.
Well, I don't understand. Okay, what happens with onside kicks? That was my first question. Is how do you onside kick now?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Can you onside kick? I don't even know. Maybe you can't. I don't know. But it was. It's going to be exciting. There were returns yesterday, so at least that's the point, is to have safe returns and
exactly. It's the
you
safety
might,
of the players.
right? And so you might get
How can we keep them safe
stars.
so we can make more money off their backs?
Hello. Yeah.
We got to keep this big money rolling in. Got to keep them safe now. Finally.
Exactly. So major rule change in NFL, first one in a long time. We'll see how the dudes in Vegas react to it.
Speaking of Vegas, great segue.
Speaking of Vegas, wasn't that nice? If you have HBO Max or you have an access to HBO Max, you need to watch the Pete Rose documentary. It is well done. It reminds you of a lot of stuff that I've forgotten about Pete Rose later on, not just the gambling. There's some other very problematic things that Pete Rose was into. We'll just leave it at that. But the documentary itself, it's the way they talk to him and and if you're a baseball fan like I was growing up, you watch Pete Rose, you watch that man play baseball, whether you liked him or not. He could ball, and that part comes through. And then you see all the other stuff that he was into, which was not cool. But the other thing to me is not only did he get robbed or not being able to be in the Hall of Fame, but remember, he should have been the manager of that Reds team in 1990 that beat the A's. 89, he gets banned. 1990, the team that he put together and built or whatever, they won the World Series when they swept the A's, and Lou Piniella got the ring. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up because of Vegas is the hypocrisy now of baseball. They won't let him in, and they probably won't now because of the other stuff, which if you see the documentary, you know what I'm talking about. But they should not ban him just because of betting, because if you look at the headlines now, here it is, Legal Sports Report online, Legal Sports Report talking about the American Gaming Association is reporting, and this is from March 2020, March 2024. Major League Baseball and the NBA will get a $1.7 billion revenue increase from legal sports betting. Legal sports betting.
With
and all with a B. Sports leagues, all of the major sports leagues will benefit by about $4.2 billion. Most of that going to the NFL, of course. And let me say, it breaks it down what baseball will get. So for baseball, here's why they get the additional revenue. They're going to get an extra $957 million in fan engagement revenue. Media rights increase by 11%. Sponsorship increases, merchandise sales, and ticket sales, all related to sports gambling. So Major League Baseball is cashing some huge checks off betting.
Rich getting richer.
But again, it's more complicated, I know, these days. But if it was just gambling, how do you keep Pete Rose out of baseball when now Major League Baseball is profiting off of sports gambling?
They wanted to get him. Because he was an ass.
He was his worst enemy. And that comes through. You watch the documentary, they're very honest about presenting him in his full glory. So, no hiding that. But you're right. He made that bed.
He did. He was a horrible husband and father, and allegedly.
Right.
And it just wasn't. You wouldn't want him to be the face of baseball, and then you're a little arrogant with it. That's what what's hurting Barry Bonds, and of course they're not gonna. They love Mark McGuire, but they're not gonna put him. If they put him in,
They
they
got to
got to
put
put
Bonds in.
Barry in. They got to put Hernandez in.
Roger
You know,
Clemens, they got to put him in.
Roger
You know, which
Clemens.
I'm
Yeah,
actually shocked that they haven't figured out some kind of way to get Roger Clemens in.
I agree.
I'm surprised that they
I
haven't done
am
that.
too. Yeah,
Figured out some loophole or something to get him
for
in. But
him for sure. Oh yeah,
yeah,
Boston Red Sox.
yep,
Yeah, yeah.
yep, yep.
Let's get
So,
him in.
so watch the Pete Rose documentary.
I
It's on.
will.
It's 4 parts. It's 4 parts. It's a long one, but it's really well done, and they don't hide his horribleness.
But
That
are they
comes through.
interviewing him at all?
Oh yeah, for sure. He's part of it. Definitely, they follow him
Oh,
around and everything. Oh yeah,
oh
yeah,
no. Yeah,
yeah.
I gotta see that.
It's fantastic. It's his perspective, and then he's not always honest, and they fact check him along the way. But some of the
Still
footage
lying, huh?
still lying. But when Pete Rose shows up to those those signings and all that, fans love him. They
Mm.
love him. So
Yeah, they
Charlie
do.
Hustle.
And they come out, especially
They,
I remember seeing him in Vegas at Caesar's Palace.
oh really?
And he
That's
was
ironic.
signing
That's a,
in Vegas.
just can't hang out at gotta be with the casinos. But he hung with some unsavory cats. Some of the
Yeah, I
people you
bet.
did not need to be around. But
I
but
bet.
anyway, so watch that. All right.
Okay.
Few more minutes. Let's just get up out of here. So the song of the week. Don't have a word of the week. Sorry. Life be life, and we'll have a word next week. But the song of the week, one, I'm not gonna play it because it is controversial. I will just if you want to find it, you will have to go find it on your own. No links, nothing like that, because it was made back in the 80s. It's probably not as welcome of a song now. And not to make
Politically
light of the
correct.
situation with the boxer, but it's kind of related to that. So if you remember a group called Maserati, remember these cats?
Wow.
Do you remember Maserati?
Give me yes, but I
Okay.
can't remember their
They were
song.
on Paisley Park Records.
Is
They
it
were signed.
I wanna be your man,
No. That
baby?
was Jesse Johnson.
That's
That was Jesse
Jesse.
Johnson.
Okay.
Maserati had 100 miles an hour.
Oh,
They had
100.
Players Ball, Stroke.
Oh,
But the
yes.
song that you will need to go find for yourself, and I'm not telling you to go look for it. I'm not telling you to be offended if you find it. That's on you. They had a song called Susie. And I'm only going to say, if you go and listen to that song, read the words on Google, and you'll see what I'm talking about. At the time, and this was 86, something like that. Yeah, 86. But they were ahead of the game in terms of some of the things that's going on now related to certain issues. So again, I am absolutely not playing that song. You are all adults. If you want to listen to it, go listen to it. If not, you don't have to. So, but let me give you some quick facts about Maserati. So, they were formed in the mid 80s. They were active to 1989. They were produced by Prince and Brown Mark, who was Prince's bassist. Shout out to Brown Mark. He was a phenomenal bassist, still is. Their sole hit was 100 Miles an Hour, which was co-produced by Prince. I actually had a vinyl over there somewhere.
I love that song.
They were originally given the song Kiss. That was supposed to be their song. Yeah, that was supposed to be their song. And when Prince heard the demo, he was like, I kind of like that one. And so he took it. So I don't know if you know Prince. Either he took it or they gave it to him, whatever.
Yeah,
Prince turned it
Prince is
into a major
something
hit.
else.
They're actually on there. I think they're actually on their background singers on there.
Oh,
Same thing happened with the Time song in 1990, Jerk Out. That was their song. That was supposed to be for them. And it wound up on the Times album, it was their biggest hit, or whatever. So but their song Players Ball, the fun fact, the first 12-inch remix I ever bought, the first one I ever bought was Players Ball, the remix of their song in the extended version. literally, I played on my little component system. I had a little Fisher component system that I had at the time. It wasn't the Fisher Price, but it was Fisher.
No,
I mean, you remember that? It could have been Fisher Price, but it was Fisher. Yeah, but my Maserati, they were really good. They had the whole androgynous thing going on. Everybody was doing that back in the 80s. But the irony is the song that they had called Susie. So like I say, I'm not gonna play it, but if you play it, you'll get what I'm talking about, and we'll just leave it at that. So all right. I think that's it. I think we
right
are.
at an hour.
We're right at an hour. Look at that. Well, we are good, aren't we?
Look at God.
We are good. So thank you, Felicia. Another great show.
No, thank you.
A lot to talk about.
Keep this thing rolling.
No, love talking to you about
Just
sports because you get it. You get it. You get it. Thanks everybody who's joined. Appreciate you guys, and
thank you for the likes.
Yeah,
that's the most we've ever gotten.
It's growing slowly and surely. So go ahead and go to our Facebook page, Sports in the Bay. You're posting great stuff on there. I've been posting a lot of stuff from Dave Volsky, from his vault, a lot of those classic NFL games, which is amazing. Love what he's doing. And so we'll be back next week-ish, sometime next week. Same bat time, maybe. Same bat channel, maybe. Something like that. All right, Felicia, let's I'm tired. I'm ready to enjoy my weekend. So
yeah, we might be saying bye altogether.
Exactly.
No after chat. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
All
right. I am tired. Lord knows I'm tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So tired. Sports in the Bay, Felicia and Eddrick, another week. We'll see you on the next show. Take care. Thanks.